This is the most ineffective, incompetent majority, I think, in American history. Full stop. It has been nearly an entire year almost, since anything that we have done in the Rules Committee has gone to the President's desk. And the last time it did happen, it was with Democratic votes. Republicans have tried and failed to pass their own rules 7 times this Congress. 7 times this House has been stuck at a standstill because of their infighting. All they care about is silly censures, sham impeachments, and partisan brinkmanship. And this is not what the American people want. And come November, I believe there's going to be a reckoning around here. Let me just say that I can't believe what's happening. This is our second Rules Committee meeting of the week, and it's the 4th time, let me repeat, the 4th time a bill to reauthorize FISA has come before our committee. I mean, give me a break. The American people want effective government. What my Republican friends are giving them, quite frankly, is a circus. Before this Congress, it had been 20 years since a rule failed. It's been 50 years, half a century, since we've seen this many rules go down. And Republicans have done it 7 times. 1 or 2, 3 times maybe, that's just incompetence. But 7? 7 is a disaster. 7 is paralysis. It means weeks and weeks of sitting around doing nothing because Republicans can't get their house in order and do their job, and do the job that they were sent here to do. 19 Republicans voted against a Republican rule yesterday. 19, including the member that managed debate on the rule. I don't think that has ever happened in the history of the committee. I mean, it's genuinely shocking to me. This member voted for the rule in committee, but then voted against it on the floor. Now, I've heard of I was for it before I was against it, but this is nuts. The rules majority turned the keys over to someone who wanted to crash the car. During debate, I think he even came pretty close to telling the rest of the conference to vote no on the rule. Now, I'm actually sure Mr. Roy was aware of the power they entrusted him with as manager of the rule. He could have offered an amendment to the rule on the floor to do whatever the hell he wanted to do, including rewrite the bill entirely, and it might have passed. The person they picked to send to the floor to represent their position, the Speaker's position, couldn't even be trusted to do it. No wonder we can't get anything done. I mean, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And here's some free advice. Find out if your manager supports the rule before you send him or her to the floor to manage the rule. And to waste all of our time to bring this rule to the floor and let it fail, I mean, does the whip's office need to have an arithmetic teacher brought in? I mean, we've heard some testimony on this bill 3 different times. And instead of running this place like professionals, Republicans wasted our time, and for what? They barely changed the bill. I mean, it would be laughable if this wasn't the United States House of Representatives. And now we are here for a 4th time. So it would be funny if it weren't turning the world's greatest deliberative body into a circus, but they are. Anyone with 2 eyes and a brain can understand what's going on. Republicans cannot govern, and voters across the country are going to walk into the voting booth and ask themselves, do they want the adults in charge or not? And they are going to vote accordingly. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back my time.
I'll take a couple minutes to respond to the ranking member. The fact of the matter is nobody in real America gives 2 rats' rear ends about whether or not someone votes on a rule, manages a rule, goes down to the floor, and then votes on a rule. Nobody in America cares to see the continued perpetuation of what this body, this Congress, has been doing to the American people for generations. Racking up $34.5 trillion of debt, endangering the American people with wide open borders, and all of the stuff that this Congress has been doing endlessly. And the fact is, most American people don't care about those procedures. They want to see the result. So no apology. There's nothing written in the Bible, there's nothing written in the Constitution, there's nothing sacrosanct about how this place is supposed to operate, because what has been doing in this body for far too long is not working. It's just not, no matter who's in charge. no matter who's in the majority, because this isn't about shirts and skins. The American people are sick of shirts and skins. This is about questioning the regime in this town that wants to decide through the intelligence community that there's only one way to do this stuff and that you can't question it.
Mr. Chair?
A gentleman from
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
first of all,
recognized.
I said the gentleman takes this, I'm not asking him to apologize. I was just making a comment. I think the American people do care that this Congress seems incapable of getting anything done at all. As I said at my outset, nearly 10 months before this committee, which all consequential legislation goes through, has reported a bill to the floor that has actually become law. I mean, I don't know, maybe people send you here to do nothing, but my constituents sent me here to actually help solve problems and get things done. I don't disagree that there are issues regarding the FISA bill, and I don't know how you would have, I don't know whether we would have voted the same way on some of these amendments. I certainly support the warrant amendment, but that's not the point. We're just wasting time. And you know, to sit through, this is the fourth hearing, to bring a bill to the floor and to have it go down, to me, seems like a colossal waste of time. So I'm not asking the gentleman for an apology. I mean, I don't know why the gentleman wanted to be on this committee if he's not going to try to help move legislation to the floor, but that's the decision that your leadership has made. You know, but the gentleman can do whatever the heck he wants. I was just making an observation, and apparently I got under his skin. But with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back and have no further comment.